Hello and welcome to the Impact Dynamics podcast. I am Rusty Plush.
And I'm Andy Little.
I'm Josh.
Tonight we are talking about how not to shoot the Hornady King of the Hill.
Yeah, and we're also prepping up for our next match at ACT.
Match director, mate. Match director.
Chemistry powder, bang.
I hope that's enough.
We need your vote.
Now we've caught up to where we are on the podcast.
All right, go on back.
Roll the outro.
Hello and welcome.
I like the voice you did. That was great.
It's hard, but it's hard emulating Rusty.
It is. It's different.
He's one of a kind.
Yeah.
You got to be switched on.
Yeah, you may have noticed that Rusty is not here.
Yeah, we're down a host. You got me instead.
It was a rough downgrade.
It's a very rough. I asked people around. No one wanted to do it.
It's like having to fly Bonzo and then they cancel your flight last minute. What are we talking about tonight, Josh?
You're
Well,
it, mate.
Yeah,
You guys shot a match. That feels like forever ago now, but apparently you shot a match recently. Do you even remember it?
Was that last season?
I don't know. You've jumped on a plane or a car or something and you went somewhere.
It was at least, 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. A lot's happened in the last 3
It was a while
Definitely
ago.
has. What was
Either
it called?
way,
I think it was 4 weeks. It was 4 weeks ago, I think.
What was it called?
The Hornady King of the Hill.
That's right.
Hey, he remembered. If I could press buttons and make a clapping sound, I would.
Yay!
That's good enough.
Yeah. How did you go, Andy?
Next question.
Right. How did you go, Josh?
I went really well. I stayed on the couch. It was a wonderful weekend. Went out and did some things. It was great.
Nice one.
Yeah.
And I went slightly better than Andy, but not much.
Yeah. We definitely, I don't know if we crashed and burned, but we definitely got a wake-up call, I think.
Yeah. What's your excuse? I put on a match before that, so I didn't do any shooting until
Oh, look at this. He's banked an
that night.
excuse
Well, you
in.
didn't either because you went to a wedding.
Yeah, so this was my first match for the season as well.
Yeah.
I was in Queensland for a wedding during your match, unfortunately, but bittersweet situation there.
Yeah.
Someone worked that well.
Someone got married, so that was nice too.
Didn't you ask them to move it and they refused?
Yeah.
That's
I
rough.
don't know. Yeah, priorities. So I don't know. I was just underprepared. My headspace wasn't right. Lack of preparation, sleep deprived. You know all the things that you shouldn't do before a match. I just feel like, I think we were talking about it on the Saturday. It was just like the head. It just feels like brain fog, not concentrating, making bad wind calls, making bad trigger squeezes. It's just all your bad habits came back.
Yeah,
it did for me, and it was just. Yeah, it was frustrating, and it was a bit of a wake-up call for me.
Yeah. I think I dropped maybe 13 points or something, 15 points in the first 3 stages.
Yep.
Oh, ouch.
Yep. Ouch.
Ouch.
And then I dropped about another 15 for the rest of the weekend. So
Yeah.
it took me a few minutes. It still wouldn't have put me in a great spot, but
Yep.
I definitely threw away a lot of points.
That still hurts to
the
nearly
first
have
couple of
half of your
stages.
points lost in the first few stages.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It was a bit rough. And then I all of a sudden had a bit of a chat to myself. I was like, you've gone a long way to come here. Like maybe you should remember how to shoot.
Yeah.
Was this like in the bathroom looking at the mirror staring at yourself?
Sure. Yes. So I think I think I finished 12th and
I was
you were not far behind.
14th, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, both outside top
It
10.
was rough.
Yeah, I dropped, what was it, 22, 23 on the first day, but only, I think, 12 on the second. So, second day was much better. I felt like, yes, I remember how to do this.
Yeah.
The brain was on. It's hard to describe. It was almost like brain fog, like you're just sleep deprived. And we're saying, how quick you'd normally put your gun down, find the target in position, settle, do all of that process. And it just felt like it was slow. Everything was just so slow. And I timed out. I was just squeezing.
Yeah. I did a lot
shots.
of timing out the first half of the first day.
Yeah.
Well, in the lead up to this, have you guys shot many club matches or anything into it as well?
No.
Didn't think so.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't quite pull it out the gun out the safe the week before, but it was very close to I went and I was like, oh, still shoots. We're good.
Yep.
Off we go.
So was that more or less the first match for the year, just in general?
I think I did a club match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. But then in true plushy style, I changed almost everything, including on the practice day again.
At this point, this is the only way for you to start a season.
Yeah, that's right. I literally went all the way down the end and pulled my rifle to pieces and put some extra weights and stuff that I'd organised to be there for the match. And then I hid behind a barricade. And then I looked up. I was like, oh, hello, Trent. And he's just taking photos. I'm like, I thought I was going to get away with this. He's like, no, you did not get away with this.
I need those photos because there's a good collage of those.
All right.
So I changed. What did I do? I changed same caliber, Changed chassis, changed scope, I put a send it level on too. That was cool.
Yeah.
What else did I do?
It's your gun.
Did you fiddle with your trigger much?
Only when I'm shooting it.
Okay. Yeah.
No, what I do this year, actually, this year I've made a couple of changes. So I've, shameless plug, come on board with Zero Comp and SJS Trading Co. Running Zero Compromise optics this year. I've been on the hunt for, I've told everyone before that I've had some drums with my eyes, and I know I give up a little bit to everybody else. And looking through the Zero Comp, I'm like, I have to run this now.
Yeah,
it's like my eyes were almost when I had the issues. I'm seeing so much more. So really enjoying that. That's been great. Those guys have been good to work with so far. I've got all bolted into an MPA Matrix Pro now, which is going really good.
I was going to say that's a nice little upgrade.
Yeah.
They are all the rave at the moment.
They are, everybody. All
And,
the cool kids,
for good reason.
all the cool kids are on them, yeah. That's what I've heard. So that's good. I stole that off of somebody else. I saw the paint job on it and I was like, I'm going to have that. It's mine. And he lent it to me to see if I liked it. And then you're not getting this back. How much money do I have to give you?
So that was the deal.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, he made a mistake. Never lend me anything that I might like.
Yeah, otherwise it doesn't come back.
Yeah.
I mean, you get money, so.
Yeah, you did get some money, yeah. And a fridge.
And a fridge.
He repaid the favour by we were setting up for Meltdown and put a fridge in the back of his car, so we had cold drinks on the range. And then when it came time back to my house, he's like, you're not getting this back. I'm like, it's okay. I had another one, just like I've got 2 of everything, as you'll see in an upcoming video. I had 2 12-volt fridges, so it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Do you have the second chassis now too? Or are you waiting for that one?
No, I'm waiting on, well, no, I haven't ordered any more chassis yet, but I will, I think.
Nice.
Got to have the doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing this year, Andy? Have you changed anything?
Only caliber. So gone to 6 BRA, which I think we've spoken about a fair bit.
Yeah.
It's ticking along nicely. Definitely.
How'd it go on the weekend?
Which weekend?
Yeah, which one are we talking
The
about?
one you just talked about shooting.
Oh, I'm sure the gunshot shoots great.
Did it shoot better than it did when you came up to my place? Because it was shooting pretty badly.
It is shooting a lot better.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's good to hear. I
You
was
know-
concerned about the size of your groups.
Yeah. And you know what it was? Like, after getting up at 4 a.m. and driving to your place, like, I went back to the range and I did a bit more load dev and my groups were shit. And I thought, I wonder what will happen if I just come off the gun and let it just ride the bag how it wants. And
All right.
it shoots really well.
So you just have to free
Magic.
recall it and then it'll be fine.
So it's just me.
Did you
Yeah.
free recall it at Sydney or did you get behind the gun and drive it?
Oh, I don't know what I did in Sydney.
Right.
Yeah, that's just a bit of everything, I think. Yeah.
It was an interesting match in terms of we talked about it a little bit where there was not much wind and it was it was a little bit fishtaily, but it wasn't like you maybe held like 2-3 tenths off the plate at its worst.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're on the plate or a tenth off.
I did hear it was very tame.
Yeah, it was. And I think it was one of those matches where you couldn't make a mental error and you couldn't make a little like a tenth error on your wind hold on those sort of matches. You couldn't afford to give up like a silly point here or there and expect to be in the top 5.
Yeah.
You had to be very consistent. Whereas I think the type of match I do better at is high wind, variable conditions and that sort of stuff where you can afford to make a mistake, but there's points on offer to catch up as well. So those type of technically very proficient, don't make many mistakes shooters did very well at that match.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, it's I found myself overcompensating for the wind a bit as well. I would always think that there's more out there than there is.
I shot a group to check my zero at the end of the match and I was 2 tenths left.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, that's why when I was like seeing downrange, I'm like, no, there's no wind there. Like, oh, okay, there's wind there.
Yeah.
And you're like,
okay,
you put on, you're like, I don't know where this wind is coming from that I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
It's because I had 2 tenths of wind on that I didn't need.
Well, who was match director? Because obviously I missed everything from the weekend, so
Fabian
it's all fresh.
And Fabian, was it Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Bill. Sorry, Bill, if I got that wrong.
That would have been first-time match directors?
They were first-time match directors.
Yep.
I don't think either of them shot a national PRS match before either, so they took on a lot.
Yep.
And I think they walked away with a lot to well.
I think so.
Yeah.
It was good. You could see the progression through the weekend. Those guys have got some serious range access restrictions.
True, yes.
Like we got there, they had a working bee on the Thursday, but they can only work from like 8 till 4 or whenever the range is staffed, and they get kicked off and they can't do anything. They came back Saturday morning and did a bit more, and then we had to shoot, and then they got kicked off, and Saturday morning they had to finish setting up the range before we could shoot.
Yeah,
Whereas
it
if
makes
that was Monado, we just work all hours of the night because we've got access whenever we need to get it ready. So whereas we can get away with 2, 3, 4 key people putting on a match, they need like 8 or 10 people there at the right time to make it work. And it was
you need more people than time.
It was hard watching from the side. Like, can we help? Is there anything we can do? Like, it was hard. But we pull a couple of stages on.
Yeah.
No, we didn't pull any stages on Saturday. We pulled a couple on Sunday and finished the Saturday stages.
Yeah.
To catch up, so we dropped a couple from the match.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a catch up on Sunday, but it all worked out. We all got there.
Yeah, it was interesting talking about some people. Like, everyone's got their own opinion about it, and I was like, I'm just happy that I'm here shooting a match. Like, this is my happy place. Like, so what? There was a couple of issues that, you know, they did a good job and they've learned from it and all that stuff. And I'm just happy that I got to go away and shoot a match with my mates.
Yeah, got to have a good
And
weekend.
those other people.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, none of us are really playing for sheep stations. We're all just there to have fun, and
You and me definitely not.
not at the moment.
Well, I guess in talking about sheep stations, should probably congratulate the New Zealander. Anthony Colley came over for the first time this year and just cleaned up.
Rigged.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. I've wiped it.
We're moving
Just
on.
ignore him.
Yeah.
What was your highlights in the match?
Whoa. What?
Don't know.
Nah, I don't know.
I liked it was another match, another New South Wales match, and they're starting to send a bit of a trend now where tripod rear is not a thing.
Yes.
It's a one bag match. I think I used
like
tripod
this.
rear on 2 stages, I think.
Yep.
There was a cattle gate, I think, and there was a hay feeder that was about yay high.
Yeah.
Had a few bits and pieces, and it wasn't thick enough to support your rifle at the front. So it was a tripod rear stage. So out of 16, I think we shot 14, 16, whatever it was. I can't remember.
That many.
That many stages. There was 2 where it was okay, and then there was a whole bunch of people tried on other stages and didn't get their shots off and stuff. But the barricades were solid. You didn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right there, and I'm also trying to do most of my stages without a tripod rear because I know in the US it's not so much of a thing, and we might not get the chance to use it much over there.
Yep. I've done much the same thing. Whereas seasons past, if I thought I could use tripod rear and get my shots off, I didn't because it's there and it's easier.
Yeah.
But I've also done the same thing. When I train, I don't use tripod rear at all.
No.
So I was like, when we go to the States, it's not going to be there. It's not going to be, well, it is, but you're not going to want to rely on it because of the pan of their matches and stuff. It's going to take too long.
Yep.
So I ban myself from tripod rear unless it's absolutely obvious that you have to use it.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
I guess that's probably like a little bit of the progression of things, even from like me coming in and seeing it where you had, you know, a bit of wobbly barricades, that kind of stuff. Yep. And then, you know, it started to get brought in, more and more people were doing it, and now the barricades are getting more solid. So it's there like, you don't need to do that anymore because it's just solid enough and you can get through it with a single bag.
I think it was it's actually been really good to see because there was a school of thought that Australians in general were too reliant on tripod rear. And I think now that we've got a little bit more experience under our belt and the match directors have got a bit more experience and we're getting more solid barricades and stuff, we're finding that it wasn't an Australian way of doing things. It was just a treatment for a symptom, which was some of the barricades not being as deep or a little bit wobbly or something like that. And people are getting better as well. Less reliant on the safety blanket.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think you look at the equipment we've got now in terms of positional bags, the sandfield bags, and the chassis with the weights and how they ride bags. Yeah, you can take some really good shots straight off a bag.
Very good.
Cool. What else do you like?
That's my words of wisdom.
Any takeaways?
Did you ask me that before? And I was like,
Yep.
Okay.
What lessons learned for the match coming up?
Yeah. Do some dry fire practice. Haven't done that yet.
You're leaving that.
I was going to say, when do you leave?
Do you know what I was going to do? Friday.
Yeah.
I've loaded extra ammo. I'm going to dry fire a lot on Friday.
Yeah, I'm also bringing my 223 to this match. So on the Friday, I'm going to punch through a fair few 223 rounds. And yeah, do my practice then.
Gotcha.
Make up for 6 months of no practice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
I think one of my main takeaways this season actually was, I've set myself the goal. I've read the book a couple of times with Winning in Mind by Lenny Basham, which is about he was a 3P Olympic shooter. Talking about mental mindset is 90% of the game, which we all know is the case.
Yeah.
Talking about not reinforcing negative habits and some of those things that you can do to become more successful is like if you think negative, like if you walk off of a stage and you're like, oh, I did those 5 things wrong, and then that's all you think about. So you're reinforcing those negative habits. So I set myself the goal this year, particularly at Sydney, was what did I do good? What were the things I did well? And I just focused on those. And I've been a nervous shooter in the past. And then you get a little bit of pre-stage nerves and stuff like that. But I actually found when it was like, okay, I can do this. This is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. Walk away and you're like, yeah, I got 8 good hits. I only took 8 shots and I timed out. You're like, okay, cool. That's cool. Like I'm out of practice. That's fine. And I'll get faster.
Yeah. Are you balancing that out? Like with taking the stuff that maybe didn't go so well on the stage, making a little mental note of that, of like, all right, next time this is what I'll do, and then focusing on the positives?
So the one thing I haven't quite figured out yet, and if you've got any tips, let me know, is how you write. You've got to find a way to frame negative result or a negative shot in a constructive way that you can learn from it.
Yep.
And I haven't quite figured out, because often in my match book, I'd write a note that was like wrong position or wrong target or something like that. Whereas the constructive note is need to have a clearer, target identification or something like, just to reframe that question to try and keep it positive. I haven't quite worked out how I'm doing that yet. So I wrote down all the good things I did in my match book, and I didn't write down the bad things I did. I need to do that, but in a constructive way.
Yeah, in how you word it.
Yeah.
If I was more prepared, I would have brought my match book, because I did the same sort of thing. Wrote down the shit I did poorly at.
So it was a big list.
Yeah. Every
Mine
page,
too, yeah.
every page there was something.
Just open the matchbook up and another page folds down.
Yeah, it was a bit like that.
It was rough. It was like a hello, PRS is back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're out of practice.
And how much practice have you done between last match and this match?
None.
Yeah. I shot about 15 rounds of low dev. Maybe 20 rounds of low dev. And
Yep. I did get to the range the other weekend though.
You didn't shoot.
Yeah, I did. I broke in my second barrel, so because I got 2 barrels chambered up. So I'll be running my second barrel for this match. It's got about 120 rounds on it now.
Ooh.
And
so you're walking straight into like speed jump territory.
Yeah, quite possibly. And I'll be setting up the lab radar or someone's chronograph for a stage, just prone.
Just borrow the gun.
I was about to say just bolt it on the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If there's like a prone stage or like a good barricade where I can just do that, I will. But luckily enough, it really likes the same ammo in the other barrel. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Are they your world barrels?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Yeah, because I'm already maybe 600 rounds up on the first one, and I thought, well, I better just start getting the other one.
Yeah, so what's your plan for taking your barrels out? What stage are you planning on taking them when you get to World Championships?
Or I'm probably going to take the one that doesn't shoot as well. I'll save the good barrel for the Worlds, and the other one will just be for the matches beforehand and the training, I think.
Okay. So are you planning on getting there with a round count on either of those barrels, or have you thought that far into it?
No, mate. No. Just whatever one's shooting the best at the time before I go, I'll save that one for the match.
Right. Yeah. My plan was I'm also taking 2 barrels, but my plan is to work up loads for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that shoots the best is going in the cupboard with 250, maybe 300 rounds on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then that'll be my one that I shoot every match with.
Yep.
All our training, all the matches we're going to shoot in the States.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it with that one, and the other one will be there as a backup in case something goes wrong.
Fair enough.
With a known load for each of them.
Yep.
And we should be able to replicate that all going well over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess having that backup barrel and going through that process of it when it's such a big, you're outlaying so much to go over there, and there's sort of this once in a lifetime trip. Having that extra backup barrel.
Yep.
You're dropping
Not
like
gonna hurt.
$20,000, just in case my wife was listening. on
Do I need to put a beep there?
Yeah, please put a beep.
Cool.
Sam, beep it. It's a lot of money to go over there and put all your eggs in one basket. You need a backup plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be going over there and using a barrel more than 1,000 rounds on it.
Yeah, we've kind of done the numbers now. We're looking at probably shooting 1,000 rounds while we're over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll wind up with 2,000, which is in a good spot to finish. You wouldn't want to be finishing on 2,500, 3,000 rounds or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, be pushing your luck right by the end of it.
Yeah, and the end of it is the World Championships. So you need that. You need that barrel with a bit of life left in it by the time you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, before we move on to the next match, should we cover off our predictions from the last one?
Nope.
No.
I don't know. I feel like I did pretty well this time around.
Really?
Well, I didn't pick either of you, so...
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It
good.
was a good move. Smart.
Well, I'll start with Andy because he's at the top of mine. I mean, you did pretty well too. Collie was your top pick.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Very good.
Ash, Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
and Joel.
I got 2 out of 4.
Yeah. That's not. I don't know where
Not
they
bad.
finished in order. We'll cover that next time when all the
Collie
things are
won,
there.
I think.
Collie
Was
and then
Lucas
Luke second.
Second or third?
Third.
Second
Yeah.
or third. Well,
And
no,
it
Aaron
was-
came second, didn't he? And then
Yeah,
Lucas
Aaron was
first.
second.
Yep.
Yep.
And Joel had the
Oh,
worst match
Joel.
ever and finished like 8th or something like that.
Joel always
Hi,
has the
Joel.
worst
yeah,
match
he
ever.
had the worst match ever, and he was going to quit shooting and give his guns
Yeah.
away and all of the things. And
Come-
he still
come talk.
finished
Can I have
top
your
10.
gun?
Yeah. Come talk to us.
Well, because he's down here, got Sean on there from guest person on last episode.
Oh, he beat me.
He had Dan Hennessy. Where was Dan? Is he fifth?
He wasn't far off.
Fourth or fifth.
Fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Just
close.
outside.
Around the mark again.
Collie. So again up there. Joel missed out on that one, and Lucas.
Yeah.
Cool. Rusty did pretty well. Actually, no, I'll take that back. He had Aaron. Aaron is top as his top pick.
Uh-huh.
And then Dan and weirdly you two.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Sorry, Rusty.
Poor Rusty.
Hey, I think we threw that match just to drop Rusty's points.
Strategic.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Yeah, we'll
what we
go
did.
with that.
Yeah, that's why we.
Yeah, sure. I don't believe you. I did about the same. I had Collie, Lucas as my top picks, and then Dan and Joel.
Did I not get a vote?
I feel like we were very, very consistent in there. No, I didn't get sent your prediction.
Oh, I've got my prediction. It was Collie in first, Aaron in second, Lucas in third, and Dan Hennessy in fourth.
Wow.
Amazing.
We'll put the
Amazing.
things up here in the edit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for podcast listeners. We'll put it in the comments.
Yeah. No, that was my picks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Anyway.
Anyway, Canberra.
Yes.
You're
It's
off
gonna be
again.
The preparation. How are we going? How are you going?
Oh, I finished loading at about 1 o'clock last night. Or this morning.
Nice.
Nice.
Don't recommend.
Yep.
I had a work thing that it was supposed to go for about an hour, and I got home at like 9:45, and I hadn't started my loading yet, so that was good.
Bummer.
What happened with your powder throw?
Well, I mean, yeah. So it started. The trickler was going like all like vibrating and jumping around. It was just throwing powder all over my scales. It was like, need a bit more, like half a grain over the entire scales, and I was like, I do not need this at like 10:15.
Yeah.
So I had to pull the whole thing apart, clean it, put it back together, and it worked perfect. Oh no! The first time I put it back together, I cleaned it with acetone or isopropyl alcohol or something, and there must have been like a little dot in the straw bit, and then like, I was like, why isn't it coming out? And I was just like, take it all out, tip the powder, strip it down, like
Perfect.
you like put the hairdryer on it and get all the liquid out, and it was good after that.
Yeah. Right.
There was a little bit of swearing involved.
It's exactly what you want late at night.
Nope, that was not.
Which powder throw have you got?
Auto Trickler, the V3.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Which one? Yeah, I should probably know this, but which one do I have? Because I also have.
You also have a V3, yes.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
I thought you had the newer one with the rotating wheels. No.
The rotating wheels. How does that work? Can you do them in like opposite directions?
Yeah, that's a trend, isn't it? Of people that can't do that.
Oh, like that.
Is it?
They're going the same way. They have to go opposite ways.
Yeah, they have to go opposites. Nah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway,
Can
back
you,
to
put
powder
little, can you
throwers.
put little tassels on his fingers in the post edit?
I'm sure we can.
Yeah, so I've got the same thrower then with.
I think so, yeah.
It's got the little adjustable wheel that goes
Yeah.
in and out. Yeah, so I don't know who. Not adjustable. Yeah. Anyway, but my funnel or that chamber started coming out, and my charges were getting higher and higher and higher, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I screwed the little adjustment wheel in, and it was still going higher and higher. And I was,
Because that's only held in with an O-ring, I think, isn't it?
not even that. I
No?
think mine's just sort of like a press fit, interference fit.
Right.
And it was, I saw it almost fall out, and I was like, "Ooh, I better empty all of this." And ended up stripping it all down, just putting a little bit of blue Loctite, shoving it in, and then it's sorted.
It's interesting. Yeah, there's a few interesting like throwers on the market at the moment that sort of waiting to see. You've got the Ingenuity Gunworks one coming very, very soon. Looks
Haven't seen that one.
very quick and very repeatable, but very expensive. Then you've got obviously the V4s, or you've got the Ingenuity, the powder thrower trickler thing. It's got little discs and it meters it very accurately. They're
Yeah, okay.
really, really good. Then you got the super trickler.
Super
Super trickler as well. Yeah, there's an interesting. I think there's a better product than the V3, but I don't know. I haven't settled on what that is yet.
Yeah.
I can get mine to throw about every 10 to 12 seconds.
Yeah.
And until I get
not
something
bad.
that can throw every 6 to 8 seconds, I'm not going to spend any more money on it because it's
You
not
want
going
the
to get any
jump.
more accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, we sort of work our process around the thrower a bit as well. Like by the time it's thrown, I've put it into the case and seeded a projectile. The next one's ready to go.
I made
It's
that
just-
change last year. Yeah.
Yep.
So I used to throw all my powders and then do all the seeding.
Yep.
You ended up waiting on the powder throw all the time, but I did the same thing. Now I throw the powder and then I get a bit ahead, but I seed them. So you kind of throw one, seed one, and then by the time you're ready, the next charge is ready to go.
Yeah. And
I mean, I saw a great video the other day of someone that had 4 of them lined up and they just go through it and you're like, that's a lot of powder throwers.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tricklers going.
Yeah.
Yep. And I sort of prefer doing that one at a time process because you can't. Well, I have before, but you normally you can't stuff that process up.
Yeah.
As in, like it's got powder and it's loaded straight away. You're not going to skip a case.
We'll find out this weekend
We'll
if
come
I
back and
managed to
put 2
stuff
in.
that process up because I was like 20 cases ahead and I was priming and I was throwing powder and I was seeding all at the same time. And
Oh,
I was
wow.
just like this is nothing could go wrong.
That's
You're
a
going
primer
to
in
get
backwards.
sniffed out for gunpowder, aren't you? Because one of them doesn't have primers in it and it's just everywhere.
I got tested at Sydney on the way home. Got pulled out of the line and they're like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh no. And the ladies looked at me like, what? And I'm like, I've just finished a shooting competition and I'm probably going to have explosives all over me. I haven't had a shower or anything. And she's
dirty
like,
boy.
oh, you'll probably be fine. I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like done all the things and nothing.
Nothing.
No, nothing. I generally thought I'd have to pull my firearms license out and show like
Here's
maybe
all
an
the
event
things,
entry
here
or
I
something.
was.
And
Yeah.
like this is where I was and this is what I've been. Nothing. So
Oh.
yeah. So apparently, like burnt powder doesn't seem to get picked up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Next time we fly, sneaky little challenge. I'm just going to like drop some sprinkles in your bag.
I'm just going to put primers in your pockets.
So you're both going to end up in a room separately because you both got caught.
Yeah, I'm going to do it on the way to the States. It'll be great for you.
Oh, fantastic!
Can you imagine security walking past as you're sitting there like this with gunpowder down his shirt? What's that? Nothing.
Yeah. We got distracted. We were talking about something, and then we got onto powder throwing, and I can't remember what we were talking about before.
Oh, just preparation for this. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
This
Yep.
weekend.
Canberra.
Tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, we're leaving.
We're leaving. Yes, you have to be in my house at 7
PM.
a.m.
Oh, 7 PM tonight. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was
So
a
he'll
thing.
be there by
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
That's
PM.
the night before.
But yeah, for those listening at home that have to stay up a little bit later tonight, sorry, because we agreed that Andy would be here at 7 and he was not here at 7.
We were going to hit the live button at 7.
It was 7:30. You're right.
Good day.
So,
So anyway, how are you getting to Canberra?
yeah, we're driving.
We're taking the work car.
I'm driving. Thanks to Talk Industries.
Shout out.
I heard there's going to be pillows and a blanket and it's going to be very comfy in the back seat.
Yeah,
Nice.
Rangers are not comfortable in the back seat and there's 3 of us going, so there's going to be arguments.
I haven't
Yeah.
told Noski yet
What?
that he's in the back seat.
Oh, perfect. it doesn't matter what you tell him, you'll still get in the front.
I mean, it's whoever calls shotgun, right?
Yeah, he's over 60 and he'll just claim it.
Well, normally I'm like pretty comfortable in sitting in the back sleeping. I usually go to sleep while we're driving.
Yeah.
Like when you're driving. So if you want to drive and I'll sleep.
You spend the entire time on Insta and sleeping.
No, I'm researching stuff to buy because you guys are up the front talking about, oh, you should buy this, you should buy that. So I'm like, okay.
Hashtag influencer.
Actually, Noski's got a whole bunch of stuff for sale at the moment. You can just buy that.
Oh, probably could.
Yeah.
Yes. Say,
Canberra prep. What do we reckon? What are we going to expect? What's the match going to look like?
Who's MD?
Rob and Tristan, both.
Oh, that's
time,
right.
Oh,
First time national PRS match directors as well.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
It will
I
be.
mean, Tristan's been around the block a few times.
He has.
He shot some matches.
I'm still
Obviously
concerned.
different running it, but
It'll be good.
yeah.
yeah, I try not to think about what to expect. Just probably what I should be doing is dry firing. And luckily I loaded last Saturday. So it's just got to pack all my bags and stuff now.
Yeah.
Pack my range bag tonight. So that's good.
I'm guessing Blacker sort of stepped down from that role given Worlds.
Yeah, I don't know what the motivating force was, but yeah, I think he announced that he'd be shooting the Canberra match this year, and they were like, "Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, we've got this." And so the rest of the club members have stepped up, which is good because it shouldn't be reliant on one person.
Yeah.
True.
It takes a club to do that sort of stuff.
I mean, how long's that club been around? They seem like they've been around enough that they're sort of more of an established club than like it's their first year and all of a sudden it's mayhem.
Yeah, I think they'd be around give or take 3 years.
Yeah.
Give or take. Can't remember exactly. Last year was their first national match.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think it went really well last year.
It was good.
Yeah, they had some good targets. The windage and elevation targets, they were really nice.
Yeah, they didn't spend a whole lot on targetry because they're really small, was my takeaway. Yeah. Small budget.
No, they looked
small
heaps big.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you hit that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, well, only the best can hit it.
Rough. Hopefully the hay bale's wrapped in plastic this year. That was fun.
No,
far
it
more
made for epic
enjoyable.
photos.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
It
no,
was very funny getting photos of that on the first day and going, this is great for me, it sucks for all of you, and rocking up the next day going, it's black plastic, come on.
Oh.
I remember after I shot the first stage with the hay bale's second shooter, and after the stage I put the sun scope in mine, I tipped it up, and like half of hay bale came out of the front of my scope. I didn't know that much could fit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I heard some same people with the complaints at Monado that shot through the pipe
Oh, the dust.
down on the ground.
It's just dust in the
Yeah.
pot.
Oh, really?
I've just through the pipe, just the sand in the face.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't. That's the first time I've
Makes
heard
sense.
that.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a comment on one of our videos that we put up of it.
Oh, next year I'm going to put more in there just for you people that complain.
Just one stage, all
We've-
through different pipes on the ground.
We've now the pipes are gone. We had to
Sad.
take them down.
Oh,
Yeah, we left them up as long as we were allowed to, and then we got asked to take them down.
bummer.
What happens if they reappear again?
Sleeper wall is down.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, well.
which sucks. We were hoping we'd be able to leave them there, but it was in the way, so we had to take them
Hopefully
down.
it can make a comeback.
It had better. That was a lot of work. There's a whole bunch of things there that Aaron and Ash can use for the mutiny match.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they make a reappearance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there'll be all new stuff. Who knows? There could be
Yeah.
a pirate ship
Oh, yes, bring that on. Everyone has to wear an eye patch.
shooting off of a cargo net.
Oh, dear.
Walk the plank.
All
What
of
else
the
have we
tripod
got? Come
readers.
on. If Aaron and Ash aren't dressed like what's Johnny Depp's character in?
Oh, there can be no impacts that weekend. All it is pirate noises. That's it.
What's his name? I forget his name. Come on, what's his name? Out of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yes. They should dress like Jack Sparrow.
Yes. No, Barbosa with the tentacles on the face.
Oh wow, Ash!
Yeah.
The
Come on,
challenge,
Ash.
the
You got
challenge is
this.
set. You're gonna have to grow a beard, and they're gonna have to be long.
Just braid it.
Right.
Oh, very good. Well, predictions.
Oh wow, we're at that point already.
I mean, we're getting there. Unless you have anything else you want to add to your prep for the match.
We got anything smart to add?
Who are you staying with? All that kind of stuff.
Staying with this guy.
Same crew as last time. We got the same houses last year too.
Actually, that was a nice house.
nice
It
house.
was a nice house. Yeah, there's about 6 or 7 of us staying again.
Oh yeah, Canberra was good. Like I got Rusty's place last match,
Right.
and he was going to shoot. He was going to shoot it, so we went and got this really, really nice place. And then he pulled out of shooting it, and I got to stay in his room, and it was very,
was that
very
when Tony
nice.
broke his leg?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Shout out Tony. Thank you.
Hey, Tony.
I got a really good room from that. Sucks about your leg.
That was a brilliant. Sorry, yeah. I hope your leg's better, Tony. That that house was brilliant. It was cheap as too.
Mm.
Like I got a feeling it was less than $1,000 for 4 nights.
Oh, that's right. We got a wicked video of you climbing on things looking like Gollum.
Oh,
that's
Spider
right.
Andy.
Yeah.
Where'd that go?
The video.
We should
Yeah.
put the video
Oh,
right
I've-
here.
I've still got that.
right here.
Diddle make an
Yes.
appearance right here now.
Ta-da.
Because you
Yeah,
did
no,
all
that
right-
still
you did all right
exists.
in the match last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I think it was third.
No, okay.
Second
I
or
thought you did
third?
better than that.
No. No. No better than second.
Oh, hang on. I think Sean was second and you were third, if I remember right.
Other way around, I think.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's right, because he shit the bed just before the end of the match. I remember.
Mm.
Dumped a whole bunch of points.
No pressure for this match then.
No,
Cheers.
not at all.
Are you going to be there?
I'm not.
No.
No.
That's a shame. It's not going to be the
I'm
same.
shooting NRL this weekend.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
NRL finale. We didn't talk about that.
Oh,
yes.
no.
No, we
Yeah.
did not. That was
Yes.
an opportunity missed.
None of us attended.
No.
Go team.
Yep, about that. What did we do?
Did,
What happened?
did you hear much about it?
I did a little bit.
Yeah,
There
just a few
was
things on socials.
Coffs Harbour Rifle Club, I think, hosted.
Yes.
I saw
They
it got
got
a...
some. They got some good coverage on Channel 7
Yeah.
News as well.
Yeah, I did see that
one
actually.
of our local club members, Ben Kennedy, was on TV and talked
Yep.
it up. He did pretty good.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
and another one of our junior members managed to sneak on there as well. Mia.
yeah, it's pretty cool to see it get a bit of national coverage.
Yeah, it was. It was in a really positive way as well, which is
Yeah.
great, rather than how it normally gets portrayed.
Yeah, I wonder if it's something we should probably push a bit more.
Yeah, it was. It
get-
was interesting.
Mm.
So what do we have? I think Steve
Trying
Blacker
to-
won the match.
Oh, nice.
I reckon. So well done, Steve.
Let me get
And
things.
Yeah,
then
I've had-
Dave Taylor came second, I reckon. But he was good enough to pick up the series win.
Oh,
He-
cool,
'cause
cool.
He went,
Yes,
he went
yes,
in there
he
with about
was.
16,000 points. And it wasn't impossible to lose, but
Yeah, he was.
He had a pretty good head start.
Dave
Yeah,
Taylor took out the series, Michael Blackburn in second, and Mitchell Taylor? Mitchell T in third.
Right.
So,
Great.
Who from
Congrats.
I think Ben Kennedy from our club came fourth in the match.
Cool.
Not
Yeah.
sure about the series.
He was 9th overall,
9th overall. That's
so
good.
top 10. It's not bad.
Very good.
Trying to find. Fritzy had a decent season with it.
He got
Yes.
top
He was
old
top old gun.
person.
Well
Yeah,
done, Fritzy.
24th
Well done.
Um,
overall.
Yeah, good work, Fritzy.
Yeah.
That was good. I think one that was actually an interesting takeaway, the way that the in the sort of the breakdown after the match, the way that the series works is it's a huge advantage to be a really good shooter at a not great, that's not fair, at a not top level or not a very competitive club, or not as competitive as others. So like Dave Taylor walked in there on like nearly 600 points.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at guys from our club, where it's very competitive. Nobody walked in there with that number of points because it's very strong competition. So
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
looking at it, it's going to be a lot harder for people from competitive, very strong clubs to actually take that series out. Given the you got 600 versus I don't know if it's 150 or 200 points, whatever it is for the final match. So it's going to be a really interesting series to watch over the next couple of years and see how that works out.
Yeah, because I guess you're going to get those clubs that they'll start getting more competitive as it goes on.
Yeah.
Sort of matching. I mean, I guess we shoot at a pretty high level at our club.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a lot of competition there.
We
So
try
like
that.
if you take out a club win, you've had a good day.
I mean, if all of the usual suspects rock up to our club, you basically have to win a national match to win a club match.
Yeah.
Not that we've all been out there a lot the last probably year because
Oh.
it's been a lot of clashing with matches and other things going on. But yeah, on a an average or a bigger club weekend, you've got to do well.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
What else have we talked about? Oh, PRS Rimfires, I think. That's
been very
lau-
recent.
That's been launched in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
There's a finale in mid-August.
Yeah. Mid-August.
I think there's
2 matches to qualify.
That's the one. Really interesting change is you have to shoot 2 matches to qualify, but your score resets to 0, I believe, for the finale. So best shooter on the day, you take that out. So
It's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, right.
I fully support it, given that Rimfire is still developing, and you got a lot more clubs doing it. So the competition's spread out. So it really resets. There's no advantage to having walked in there on 200 points or anything like that.
Yeah.
All those people from a competitive club haven't got a slight disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that's really good because it really shows who can perform on the day.
Yeah.
And that's,
Yeah, you got to be able to keep your composure and actually perform when
Yep.
it matters.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to shooting that this year.
very good. So
I
that's
think so.
that's your plan to hit out all the rimfire stuff.
Pretty much.
Very good.
Pretty much.
You've got a nice
the
looking
plan for the
rimfire
year.
now.
You do.
There is.
Yeah.
Not here currently.
It is not. What are you putting on top of that rimfire?
I have, speaking of,
Good
Is it?
segue.
What
Yeah,
was
you
this
see, you
one?
see what I did there?
Yeah, well done.
that one that I just dropped on the table.
Ouch.
Yep. No, picked up the new Zerotech Trace Advanced,
Very
5
good.
to 30. So I grabbed that in the RMG. Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Hang on, what's RMG? Is that the
That's the reticle.
reticle?
Very nice.
That does look all right.
Yep.
Paired with
Got
some
a-
lovely rings there
Got
too.
a lovely set of Porter 6 bolts in there as well.
Oh, I see doing a
Shout
uni
out-
mount now.
shout out to
nice.
Ports.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
He's been doing uni mounts for a while, but the other ones I think just had four bolts on each.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
he's
six,
just
the
chucked the
six
6
one.
on there.
Nice work, buddy. They're looking really good.
They are. Yep, so that's a shared little bundle. So it's shared with someone that's not on camera in the corner right now.
Right. Ooh, that is tactile.
Ooh.
It's nice. Nice big numbers. I like the spacing too. It's like it's easy to see.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, excited about that. I mean, I've spent the past couple of years dealing with Zerotech as media people on the other side, giving them content and all the rest of it. And I don't know, there's some great dudes in the company currently. And
They're doing a bang
mean-
up job.
I previously used their other trace, the 4 to 24,
Yeah.
whatever it was. And seeing the jump to this, like they've done it very, very well.
Yeah, that's some pretty good quality glass
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
price point. What do they retail for? Do you know?
I believe they're going to be 3,500.
That's good. That's in
Good.
happy medium, I think.
Yeah, you sort of, what else is in there? You got your Zeiss, XDR3 is probably a bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's probably
But you're in there just sort of that like mid-tier.
Yeah, it'd be that pick of. I reckon it's one of the pick of the bunch for that sort of mid-tier scope. Yeah,
Yeah.
value for money.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
it's that thing, having used a couple of other things as well, like it doesn't give up anything. If anything, like the glass on that is very, very nice. You've got, little things of your tactile stuff that, it's not the end of the world if it's not super, but, that last little bit of and you got confidence when you're darling.
Yeah, definitely.
I was chatting to one Kenny at the last match, and every match we go to, there's more people rocking up in a Zerotech shirt. We're like, you're getting like performance by volume, right? They're just going to buy the podium at every match.
They're going hard with it.
They are.
Yeah.
It's good to see an Australian company supporting local shooters. They're doing a great job. The media that's coming out from every match
Looks good.
Yeah, the work that
Fantastic.
Woody and I
Yes.
should remember the name. Can't remember the other guy's name. The work that they're doing for the media team is top notch.
Yeah. I see even the WA guys, because pretty much if you're in WA, you have to run a Zerotech.
It's the law, isn't it?
It's the law, yeah. That's all they're allowed to have.
Yep.
But those guys, they did a club match on the weekend, and
Did
they
see
even
that.
got some media coming out from their club
Yeah.
match. And you're like, wow, these guys are onto it. They're doing a good job.
That was a club match, wasn't it?
I don't know that it was a club match, but let's just say it was a club match.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Well, predictions.
Oh, yeah, those things.
Those things.
we were trying to avoid them.
Get them in there.
Is Collie coming over? Do we know?
I don't know.
No.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
Just because I speak sheep?
Thought you had like a beard thing going with him. You could just like telepathically.
Sensing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't spoken to him for a bit.
I don't know either. Wilkie's not coming. I know that much. Don't know.
Oh, no cream puff.
No.
Well, name's not going away.
Should we just keep it to the Aussie people then?
That's right.
Yeah, leave him out of it.
Yeah.
What happens if he wins though?
You're not eligible.
just-
Sorry, Collie.
It's top
Stay
Australian,
home.
top Australians.
First
Stay
Australian,
home.
mate.
First Australians.
First Australian.
I should like write these down then.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
You can go first, Andy.
Good one. I'm not betting on you or myself again.
Nah.
Nah.
That was an option.
Yeah.
Good, might crash and burn again.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to pick one. Sean Lawson.
John Lawson.
So you've been practicing?
He's been doing a bit of shooting.
Oh, I was ready
and
for
I saw his low dev and his gun's shooting pretty good.
Nice,
Mhm.
nice.
So, yep. You got to throw Lucas in there. He's in a bit of form.
Yep.
I
He's
think.
shooting well currently, isn't he?
And I'm going to put my money on one Ash Porner because he didn't have the greatest match last match.
Yeah, yep.
And I
That's
think
fair.
he'll come back from that very strong.
That's fair.
He'll have a point to prove.
Yeah.
That's my three.
I think the trajectory that Hennessy's on he's still pushing pretty hard.
He's there and thereabouts every
He's,
match.
he's,
Yeah.
he's
He's
always
close.
he's,
Yeah,
con-
he's so
consistently
close.
up there. So
Come
I'm
on,
going
Dan,
to
put us out of our misery.
yeah, I'm going to say Lucas up the top, then Ash, then Hennessy.
Lucas, Ash, and Dan. Cool.
I think, and then it'll be Aaron. Sorry, Aaron.
This is like 1 to 3. Not
Well,
4.
I just want to know. I just want to let Aaron know where I think he's going to place.
Okay.
Not
Fourth.
in the top three, buddy.
Fourth.
I think
You can be second South Australian.
Well, I'm going to back Aaron. I've got
Nice.
Aaron in the top
okay.
3.
Biased.
I'll do it.
I'm just looking at the weather forecast because if there's wind, I'm changing my
Well, I just know that he only trimmed his brass last night. So
He's currently loading tonight, so if you don't win, I'm egging you at your desk at work.
There's not enough wind for me to change my prediction. It's a pretty low wind match by the look of it.
old centre.
All right, Aaron. I'll go Ash. I mean, you can never count Ash out properly, can you?
Nope, never. At your own peril.
See, I want to pick someone different, but
What about Blackers?
the last one is Lucas. Who? Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Is he shooting?
Pretty good. He just won the.
Is he shooting the match?
NRL 22. I believe he's shooting the match.
Is he shooting with 308? Isn't he?
Is
Maybe.
Or am I thinking of someone else?
No, because
actually-
Steve Blacker's shooting 308.
I'm going to pick an outsider one. I'm going to go Guy.
Oh, is he shooting?
I know it's
Yeah, I believe he is.
Oh,
He's
nice.
got,
believe
he's
he
got
is.
flights and his accommodation is with us.
Yeah, he
Fair
came
enough.
Also
in
have to
today
drive
and
him
grabbed some goodies.
from the airport to our accommodation and to the range and back.
Okay, cool.
Again,
I
Guy's
didn't
another
tell
guy.
you
Just
about that.
No, that's all right.
Mr. Consistent.
Yep.
Yes.
Can't count him out.
Yes. How much sleep has he been getting lately?
Probably not much, but
For what
he'll
reason
get all
would
of it
that
on
be?
the weekend and he'll be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, no, he'll
Congratulations,
come
Mr.
back.
and
Yeah,
Mrs.
well
Jackson.
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic news.
done. Mhm.
Another little shooter on the works.
Oh no, that shooter's got good pedigree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like 8 years old and winning. Unofficially, of course.
Yeah, of course. Can't do anything at 8, but anyway. Right.
Very good.
What else have we got?
I mean, that's probably about it for now.
I was really hoping to be home by now, Andy, but thank you.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon we're pretty good, unless anyone has any burning things.
No, I think we're sorted.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. You go and suck at PRS matches, and I'll go suck at NRL matches.
Okay. See ya. Bye.
Cool. Go team.